Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to this week's weekly energy report and intuitive chat. Just some quick notes, like because I think I forget to share like basic stuff that I just take for granted. So if you're watching this on the week of what is this week? I guess October 17th. Today is Tuesday, 2023. Awesome. Great. If you're with me with the on the live stream of this, awesome, great. If you're on the replay, awesome, great. If you're watching this in 2026, awesome, great, because the message that if you happened upon this, it's for you no matter when you see this. That's my intention. And so that's the energy. Um, but knowing that this is for whoever watches it, whenever they watch it, is important, just like any reading, because it's really about what spirit will guide you to. And I'm trying to have a have a nice messy bun um, up here on my head. So it like, kind of still has messy bun vibes. Good morning, Sharon. So glad to see you here. Um, welcome, welcome, welcome to this week's weekly energy report. Hey, Julia, I have been following your Facebook posts, and you went to that Nashville concert and made me like go, oh, like you're here, but like energetically speaking, and yet look like you had so much fun, and I'm so glad for you. Um, Anyway, so today we're going to work with the animal card. So first off, I do want to say this, since I kind of have this platform, I would love for us if you could take a minute, whether you are with me live or you are watching the replay. We're just going to rub our hands together and create some energy here, and maybe put it on our heart, hands on our heart, so that we can focus our attention on our heart center and allows a golden pink, like a rose gold light, to kind of start emanating from the heart center, and let it fill our whole body, and then maybe fill the town you live in, and then maybe fill the area in which you live. In the US, it might be the state or the county or the township, wherever you are. Let it fill your country, and then allow that energy, that love energy, to cross all across the globe, and allow it to be sent to every fellow human on the planet, every fellow human, every fellow creature, every tree, every rock, Mother Gaia, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon. Allow this love to encircle all of us and to create peace and love. And may we send this love especially to those suffering right now, and to each other. And just breathe. Let us manifest love and peace and abundance and joy for ourselves, for us to create that energy in the collective, and for us to inspire and share with those who right now maybe can't feel in that safe space. Allow them to be surrounded by our love and our light, and keep them safe and protected, and know that they are loved. And breathe. When you're ready, come back. Well, good morning, and I wanted to share that, or if whatever time of day it is when you guys are watching, wanted to take a moment and do that, just because there are so many people. Like I try to maintain my energy. Sometimes I watch the news, sometimes I don't, depending on what's going on. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot of stuff that's probably not being reported in places we have probably never heard of. There's people dealing with things on a personal level, and there are people dealing with things on a collective level. And I wanted to make sure that we took a moment, anybody who's in my circle, um, and know that we send love to everyone that is suffering. So that, because remember, we are all one, and it means that even those that maybe we disagree with, we need to reach out. We don't have to invite them to dinner, obviously, because that would be weird. But maybe just sending them a little of soul level love energy is helpful. So Caroline Myss always says we are more powerful meditating and sending love out into the world in our armchair at the house than we are, going out and screaming and yelling. So sending love to everybody. So that said, let's get on with this week's reading. So this week we just went through an eclipse opener, right? Because we're in a portal right now. And I don't know about y'all, and it is so strange. So this one's all about like balance. So if you want to, you can watch the video from last week, talking about um the portal and the new moon and setting intention. So and it was about bringing balance within self so that we can bring balance in the outer world that we experience, right? So that said, I kind of felt like, in talking to the Celestial Soul Circle ladies, it was very pressurized, very, very pressurized. And then all of a sudden the eclipse happened and everything was cool. Not that everything was cool in the world, but it just went from feeling extraordinary pressure, extraordinary anxiety to just, and the weird thing I was sharing with some friends this morning was that it's like, because we're in eclipse season right now, which is from last Saturday to, I want to say, the 28th, and things will just be like boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and whatever we set our intentions for, that'll follow, that'll kind of flow into this too. But I will say, things have been like this. Like my dad, who never calls me, called me on Saturday at like 4 o'clock and was like, "Hey, you want to go have dinner and celebrate my British car club win?" And like, he never is spur of the moment. He is very like, we plan things. This is how we roll. So for him to do that, I was like, oh, like it was like eclipses are bam, they happen, and they, and whatever happens is cool. Now it could be good happen, like dad calling for dinner and we all go out for dinner, or it could be something different, like that you're unexpecting, that you're like, ooh, owie, but it's okay because it's going to be like this. It'll happen and boom, it goes, moves on. So, another thing that happened for me, but so far I am like, my intention is for me to flow with ease through this eclipse and help it and allow it to create more balance and surrender to all of my spirit team so that they can, open all that up for me, and let's move on and do the things that are wonderful. And so far, I've gone out and had lunch with somebody, which was super fun. I have had a really great conversation with somebody else who is going to start doing coaching, which is super fun. I'm super excited. Um, I am actually starting to draft all of my emails for the 2024 New Year's reading. So if you are a VIP, you will be getting yours first. Who are VIPs? Okay, so who are VIPs? VIPs for the 2024 New Year readings, which the New Year readings are a 14 card, it's a card reading. So it's a 14 card, 3-deck mix. So it's 3 decks. You get animals, heroes, or I like to call it the Shiro's journey, and Angel Tarot. And we do a map of your journey, the energy for you to expect in the next year, which in this case is 2024. And since I also do intuitive work and coaching, I blend it all together and we get a little map so that you can navigate next year really well. And I love when, like I was in a session with one of my clients recently who she does it every single year. And she said, and like recently, like, a week ago, and she says, I pulled out my reading and like, cause she's making some significant shifts and transitions in her life. And she was like, oh my gosh, you said October was when it was going to happen. And the end of the year, we're going to shift away from where I am. And I'm going to be doing, so people will save all of their materials and utilize them throughout the year and also as part of their coaching work with me, whether they're in the circle or they're on a one-on-one. So or on your own, it depends on whatever works for you, but these are really great. So anyway, I'm working on those today or this week, trying to get all that done and out. And so VIPs, those of you who are in the last year have been one-on-one clients with me, that you did your 2023 reading with me last year, or you're in the soul circle, the celestial soul circle, all of you guys are VIPs. So watch your emails. Probably in the next week, you'll start getting emails that are like, shh, VIP pre-sale, pick your dates. If you're not on the VIP list, when that is, when once we hit the reading, because I do let me see when it is. I think it's in November 11th. I could be wrong. It might be the 10th. Where am I? Oh, sorry, that was Buddy jingling. Oh, it's on the 10th actually. So I will be doing the New Year's reading 2024 for the collective right here on the YouTube channel on the 10th of November. And once that is done, the pre-sale closes and it opens up to the public for whatever spots are available. So the pre-sale will probably be, I'll do the Halloween card pulls. That's another thing happening on the channel. Halloween card pulls on the 31st at noon. So it's the sixth annual lunchtime card pulls. So if you want a reading, you have to be there live with me on the YouTube channel. And that is at Soul Coach Studio on YouTube. And you can put in the chat like any questions. And I pull cards for an hour at lunchtime and we kind of hang out and do that fun stuff. And then the day after that, I open up the pre sale to the VIPs. And then actually, yep, it opens up to the pre-sale to the VIPs for a week and a half. Grab your spots, and then on the 12th, or either the 11th of November, I open up the rest of the spots to everybody. So exciting! Just come and hang out. We got a lot of like fun readings happening on the channel for Halloween, and then the collective reading for the New Year on the 10th of November. So that's coming too. So but let's talk about now. Big eclipse season. Good things are happening. I feel like creating balance. Now, the only reason you might be feeling a little bit like, yeah, Tauruses and Libras might be a little bit wonky right now, and that's okay. Just try and lean in to create more flow. Like I always get brought back to like Bruce Lee and his be like water stuff. Like be like water. Water fills whatever container it is in, and it's happy to be there. And sometimes those containers are grungy and yucky, and sometimes they are, Waterford crystal. So just kind of be like water and fill the container that you're in and allow the universe to bring you what you need versus trying to push and pull and create things that are uphill. So that to me is how I feel like if we can just move through this next 2 weeks in that space, things will feel more flowy and less overwhelming because there's a lot of stuff like reorganizing stuff in the house, doing stuff around my health, um, doing stuff in the business. It feels like a lot, but it's almost like I'm creating this really great balance and it's not overwhelming. So that's something I'm intending on taking with me after this eclipse is over. So let's do this. We're going to pull some animal cards about what do we need to know about the next week, like today, which is the 17th through the 17th through the 23rd of October. What do we need to know so that we can navigate this eclipse energy the best way we can that will help us and help us stay in the flow? And I love that. So I'm just going to shuffle. Spirit will tell me right there. Okay, cool. Yeah, of course. I was just talking about this with a friend of mine, where spirit comes to you and is like, "Hey, here's a great idea that we're going to want you to do. So just kind of get ready for it. Okay, give me the download. What am I going to do? No, yeah, not yet. I'm just giving you the idea. Not telling you how yet. So our thing is watch and wait. And to me, what that really means is we need to be patient. A lot of times we just want to get the idea and run with it. And right now, doing that kind of stuff will throw us out of balance. And if this whole eclipse season is all about creating more balance within ourselves so that we create more balance within our outer world that we witness, watch and wait is what we're going to have to do, which means you might get some really great ideas. Pull out that journal and start writing them down. Do not jump in holding your nose, closing your eyes, and like if this is not that kind of time. It's a time to just jot those things and wait and see how things unfold. And then how are we going to do this? Because watch and wait can be a challenge for us humans because we're kind of impatient and we love getting shit done. And we don't have time to do that right now because what we have to have time for is patience and balance because that's the theme. So watching and waiting might be a little bit of a struggle because it's not generally in our nature, but this is how we're going to help. And I love this. Otter Spirit. I love Otter Spirit. Look at that little heart. Have you ever watched, and Otter Spirit is you are never alone. So when you ever seen those videos of little otters floating on their backs and they're holding hands and they're always together, whether they're a little baby floating on their tummies or they have friends with them, you're never alone. So if you're wanting to see things and you're going to go out and do stuff and we kind of feel like, oh, I got to do this so I can go do things with other people. No, just know that you're always with other people. If you're feeling alone in your struggle, don't. I know sometimes, especially like, I get it because I do this from my house. I'm in this by myself. Yes, I interact with other coaches and I have friends and I have community that I hang out with. But a lot of times it's kind of challenging when you get ideas to try and bounce off. It's almost like you're in an echo chamber because, you know, there's not a whole lot of other people doing what you do. Sometimes when you're even in personal stuff, not just work, you're kind of trying to sort things through, and sometimes you can feel really alone. So this watch and wait thing that's happening, it's like, well, what if it's not? You start kind of second guessing yourself. But no, you're not alone. Everyone is doing this. Everyone is going through this. Then pick your who you share with wisely, because there's some naysayers out there. So make sure if you're going to share your watch, what you've seen and what you are observing that might be interesting before you make your jump, and you're going to chat about it and have pondering conversations in the waiting, make sure you do it with folks that you can trust. And in so doing, you will know you're not alone. So then, lastly, is upside down peacock spirit. And what that means is, upside down is let it shine. So see how peacock is having their heart center shine out, shining their heart light, but we're upside down because I think the second guessing that might be happening is that you're not sure. When we do watch and wait, sometimes our itty bitty shitty committee comes in and starts chirping in our ear about how the idea isn't a great idea. But no, the upside down means I didn't know that, I forgot that I knew that, or I knew that and I don't want it. And I feel like this is much more of the middle one, which is I forgot that I knew that, which is I forgot that my heart center is also my connection to source energy. I am an extension of source energy, and thusly, I am connected through my heart. And so I know I am here to shine my light. And whatever it is that I am observing, that I am having ideas about, of things that I'm supposed to do, but not quite just yet, know that it's okay to shine that light. Know that these are good ideas that are coming through. And know that any negative self talk or any of that kind of stuff is not really part of that heart energy. And just say, I hear you. Thank you so much. Letting you go. So this week, it's very watch and wait. Watch and wait. Observe what's going on. Don't make any sudden moves. you know, just kind of watch and wait. And to do so, know that you're not alone and you're never alone in this path and in this journey. And know that your heart will guide you. That's why I love this. So watch and wait. Know that you're never alone in this journey, in this watch and wait. So you're not doing the watch and wait like and everybody else is moving forward. It may look like that, but that's not the case. It's just I'm going to sit and be in observance and not move too quickly. And then reminder that your heart energy is what needs to guide you. And sometimes we forget about that. So when you're feeling kind of, ask yourself, what would it, in a being of love and light, that which I am, what would that eternal, beautiful being be doing right now? Would it be upset about this? No. What it would be doing is saying, you know what, I'm just going to be here and I'm going to let the universe, my spirit team, I'm going to surrender any thoughts of fear, any thoughts of worry, any thoughts of anything to that, up to source energy, up to my angels, up to God, whatever your deity of choices. And I am going to channel the energy of love through my heart center. And I'm going to send it out to all the people that need it, which is probably why we did that the heart and love meditation at the beginning of this. So that's it for this week. That is our card reading. That is the interesting stuff that's going on. So just remember, we're not alone. Everyone is here together, whether you realize it or not. Um, and just watch and wait. Let's not make judgments. Let's not take actions. Let's just sit and observe it so that when we do, which I feel like next week will be much more forward moving. Um, and it's not that you're stopped. It's just take some time. Don't make things in haste. And then know that you're not alone as you do it. And know that you're going to move from a place of remembered heart centeredness. Remembered, I am an extension of source energy, and thusly I will act accordingly. Okay. So that's what our reading is for the week. I hope that helps you guys. Um, And I will be back next Tuesday, which is the 24th. And then again, 2 weeks, mark your calendars. Halloween is Tuesday, the 31st at 11 a.m. I will be hopping in as a live stream, and you can join me live. If you want me to pull a card for you, you have to be here live. You cannot send me a little email. It's like, hey, I can't make it. So here's my question. You can't be doing that. You have to be here live, and I'll pull a card for you. And you put it in the chat, and I will do as many card pulls as I can for that lunch hour on Halloween, and it's our 6th annual. I cannot believe that it's the 6th annual. So you can do that, and then about 2 weeks later, we'll do the New Year's card for reading for the collective. Which, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's going that fast. But anyway, so this week though, here's for the collective. Watch and wait. Know that you're not alone. Reminder who you are. Let your light shine. You're a divine, extension of source energy. So it's time to do that. And by let your light shine, know that that's the place you're moving from. Like you're not alone. This kind of makes us feel alone and solitary when we have to watch and wait and be in observance and chill. And this will help us through it. Okay, so that's our reading for the week. I love y'all so much. If you missed this, you can always watch the replay immediately after. And if you're watching this sometime in the future, know that this was for you, even if it's like a couple of years from now and you just happened upon it. So know that that reading is for you. But I love y'all so much. Thank you, Julia, for joining me. And thanks everyone for checking this out. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, do all the things. And that's it for this week. I love y'all so much. And I will see you next Tuesday right here at 11 a.m. Central. And I will see you in the vortex until next time. Have a great rest of your week.